Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here we have a great article from CNET. I will leave a link to it in the description down below so you guys can check it out. T-Mobile continues growth streak with 1.3 million new customers. So the reason I wanted to share this article and talk about it in this video, because I think moving forward, it is going to get tougher for T-Mobile. I really truly believe that in a competitive space that T-Mobile has been very competitive in, it's going to get tougher for them to continue this growth streak. And I'll explain it a bit more in this video. So pre-merger, T-Mobile standalone, they were taking, and I looked at the numbers. I spoke with somebody that's very knowledgeable. He said standalone T-Mobile took about 65% of all net adds in the industry as a standalone company. 65% of all net adds in the entire industry. Since now, post-merger, T-Mobile has been taking around 35% of all net adds in the industry. So a lot more competition out there now. Right? There was a lot of back and forth during the merger process about the United States going from 4 to 3 carriers and there's not enough competition. That part T-Mobile got right. The fact that they included the cable carriers and they said this is not going from 4 to 3, it's going from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. So cable and all the other MVNOs are stepping up and they're cutting into T-Mobile's growth. Now, will T-Mobile still come out ahead in terms of the mobile network operators? I truly believe that. They are very competitive against their competition. But we might get a competitive response from Verizon May 15th. That is very possible. And that may trigger AT&T to have a competitive response against Verizon. And now T-Mobile may have to do a competitive response. Right? We don't know what it is that Verizon is going to release May 15th. But it could force a competitive response. Just like T-Mobile competitively responded to AT&T with the recent Un-carrier. AT&T was leading in phone promos for new and existing customers. I'll give you guys some insight on that too. There was a executive of AT&T's that had to go in front of the board to present to indefinitely run these phone promos. The board was pushing back against it. They did not want to continue the new and existing customers getting the same phone deals. There was an executive, I'm not going to say any names, but there was an executive that presented to the board to get that approved indefinitely to keep the new and existing customer phone deals alive. Because it kept, there was no other value proposition AT&T had in the market that was clear besides new and existing customers get phone deals. And it was resonating. The consumers were biting on it. So why not continue it? And that was the discussion with the board during that presentation. So now T-Mobile competitively responded to that. They launched a new plan, new and two, and they're going after AT&T customers now. So we'll see what Verizon launches May 15th, but again, it's going to get very competitive. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a preview as to how the rest of the year potentially goes, because it's very competitive. The industry now is much more competitive now than it was when Sprint was around. Charter grew almost 700,000 ads in the quarter. That should tell you everything. Cable is taking a ton of customers, and it looks like they will continue down that path. T-Mobile is trying to keep their streak alive. So you as an existing customer and a potential new customer, you should keep an eye out on T-Mobile during the quarter, because it looks like they could be getting even more hyper aggressive on promos, right? Free lines could come back. We could see all of that just to remain competitive, to continue their growth. That's what they're focused on. That's what the company's all about. That's what the stock's all about. It's about growth. And T-Mobile needs that growth. And if they see just a slight slowdown in that growth during the quarter, you best believe they are going to respond very quickly And they're going to launch promos. They're going to get more aggressive on marketing. And that's what I said in yesterday's video. T-Mobile was outspent marketing-wise, media-wise, by 60% against the competition. So they got room upside there. If need be, they can get more aggressive there too. But what T-Mobile does seems to be very effective. They still managed to outgrow the competition in the first quarter. We'll see how the second quarter goes. But I find it very interesting that the industry now is overall more competitive, and it's keeping everybody on their toes, right? If Verizon and AT&T continue to increase pricing, it could help T-Mobile grow. If T-Mobile ups pricing more, it could help cable grow more. And that's what I think should keep the carriers level-headed when it comes to price increases. They need to think about, like, if we increase prices, we drop share significantly. That's not really good, and we don't grow, right? Verizon is showing us that. T-Mobile, they're still, cheaper than the competition, and that seems to be how they want to operate moving forward. They want to strategically increase prices when they feel it's the right time, but they still want to maintain the value and be cheaper than the competition. And it looks like due to inflation and everything else that's going up, that seems to be the right approach for T-Mobile. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for more. Like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.